Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dave Roberts. I'm the Director of Capital Projects and Campus Development here at Woodland Pond. It's the 30th of January already, and this is my weekly update to give you all the information on the expansion and what's happening to date. So, I guess that I won't bury the headline. The headline is that in spite of all the snow and the challenges that Mother Nature's thrown in front of our construction manager, they are on schedule. The overall schedule for the project has not been affected, and they're moving ahead. Obviously, on the interior renovation as well as the work outside. Some of the smaller deadlines get shifted and moved around, but overall, we're on target to complete the entire project as expected. So that's good news. And towards that end, you will have seen a lot more work happening in admin, excuse me, in concierge this week, with the moving of the desk. Tom got his crew together to move the concierge desk several feet forward. You might have seen that happening. So that was pretty exciting. They were able to move that whole desk in one piece. And now, of course, all the temporary walls are going up so that the new work, the new construction work, can happen behind those temporary walls, and everything can continue as it normally does. All the functions of concierge can be ongoing. So, a couple of big things that you would have noticed if you were walking around the lobby and so on this week. Once again, in spite of the weather, next Monday um, we'll see them pour a slab on the wellness addition. That's pretty amazing when you think about the cold weather that we've had. They were going to do it this week. The overnight temperatures were so cold, as you know, that they held off on doing that. But Monday is, destined to be relatively toasty, 30 degrees or something. So they're making the most of that, and they're going to get that slab poured at that time. Um, so also next week we hand over a lot of that admin area. So on the 5th, so we're going to see, once again, more work coming in the building. A temporary wall going up where admin is at the moment. In front of it's just 14 inches in front of that wall, but it allows them to reframe for new openings and once again keep the construction work separate from where residents and staff are walking in the hallway. So I'll just give you a little bit of an idea as to what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. As I say, outside in admin, we're going to start to see the foundation walls being formed, and also, the following week we'll see the maybe the foundation walls getting poured. This is all dependent on the weather. At the moment, it looks pretty cold, so we'll see how that goes. We have hopefully the week after, that's the week of the 9th, we'd also see an admin the slab and MEP work starting to happen there. Once again, that's all weather dependent. At Wellness, as I said, next week we'll start to see the slab being poured, and once the slab is poured, they can go ahead and start framing that. And so I'm particularly excited about seeing the framing and the shape of the building start to be seen outside. And of course, the framing will take a little while. That'll go into the following week as well, and we'll start to see them connect the new wellness building to the existing building. With the pack, next week we'll see him form the footings and so on. Once again, if you poked your head out the window there or looked out the window, you will have seen that there's a bit of snow out there, but not too much to clear. And they're pretty keen to get onto that foundation wall on the pack. And of course, the big thing, the impact there for residents is mainly that the library door is now closed. We closed that on Tuesday. It's delayed a day just because of the snow. Wilson were very focused on clearing the snow and getting the site ready for work. So I lost a little bit of time there, but the library door is now closed for 4 weeks. So you should be acquainted with that now, and we're holding to them to that schedule of 4 weeks so that we can get access through that door. So, I mean, obviously an important door for all the residents to get connected to the car park outside. Then when we look inside next week in the bank, we will start to see the continuation of the mechanicals. That's mechanicals, electrical, plumbing above the ceiling happen. And then the following week, we'll start to see that coat of paint. That's the goal there is for middle of March to move the bank and post office. That may be delayed a little bit. Once again, that doesn't affect the overall schedule. It really affects their schedule for getting the bathrooms prepped that are associated with the new Performing Arts Centre. So a little bit of work there to be done. They may not hit that March 15th date, but still to be seen. And then, of course, the swimming pool is drained and empty. And they're starting work in that area, and in the new gym area and corridor, they've actually knocked out much of the wall between the corridor and the new gym, and working on the new classroom down that corridor. I'll show you some photos now once I start to screen share. So, a lot of work getting done. I know you're aware of it because your activities are rescheduled and so on. And I'll just share my screen here, screen 2. Oh, and I have to apologize for last week. I know I was rattling on showing you photos that you couldn't see. It actually recorded it while I was recording, but I pre-recorded that. It was something we were trying out. And then in the saving of the file, I didn't save that aspect of it. So here we are. I trust that you can see my screen now, and you'll see Eric standing in the middle of an empty swimming pool. And then this is work that's happening in the gym and the new classrooms. They're raising the ceiling in there so that we will be able to use that space for pickleball and so on. And you'll actually see here that the wall between the corridor and the gym has disappeared as planned. And there you can see, of course, this is what used to be the pack, will be the new gym. And you're looking through to the swimming pool there. No wall there anymore as they work on this space. So quite a few changes there. This is all happening behind those temporary walls, and we're needing to move a lot of that ductwork and so on in order to get the higher ceiling in that space. So a lot of that mechanical work is being moved to the side of the space so that the center of the new gym has extra height. Just another shot there of where the wall has come down. So you would not recognize that space compared to what it used to be. And I'll just, this is some of the office space. Oh, well, this is concierge, sorry. As you can see that if you've walked through there, you will have seen these new walls going up, the temporary walls. And for the back of house, there's the repositioned concierge desk, repurposed for the temporary use while we build a new concierge desk. And Tom's actually thinking that we'll reuse that for the temporary pub, so we get plenty of use out of it before it gets completely demoed. few bit disconcerting to see a few splotches of plaster on our nice wood columns, but they'll be refurbished and look like new by the time we get into the new renovation. Here's the relocated concierge desk, all the walls going up. By the end of today, they should be taped. They'll be painted and completed by the beginning of next week. So we're pretty excited. It's moving very quickly in that space. Really great teamwork by Wilson and also our own guys in moving that desk. It's really been terrific. And then this used to be the door by the library to the outside. We blocked it off completely so there would be no confusion whatsoever about there not being a door there. And then I really wanted to show you some of the work outside. This is the prep. So this is the new wellness center. And you can see the prep for the new slab. So this is the formwork for the slab. And then they're putting in the steel reinforcement bar. You might remember a couple of weeks ago we showed photos and there are all these bits of steel poking up out of the foundation. Well, here they are bent over to tie into the steel that's in the slab. Of course, that strengthens the slab. Look at those piles of snow and dirt there in the background. But you can see the stub ups here for services, plumbing, and so on. This is adjacent to the exit door. This used to be fitness. So that's what it takes to tie in the new to the old. And you've got waterproofing there. But they'll be pouring that next week, and that'll be pretty exciting because, as I say, once we've done that, then it'll be time to start framing. I've gone through the look ahead. If you have any feedback or things that you're concerned about, please give me a shout. Don't hesitate to email me. And I'm really, really, really happy with the way things are progressing. As I say, in spite of all the obstacles with the weather, our construction manager is doing a great job of keeping us on time. That's all for today. It is, what is it? A mere 79 days till Boston. And what that means is Boston's the 20th of April. In less than 79 days, we'll be handing over what used to be the pack. So what I was just showing you, those photos will be finished gym and spaces, finished classroom, and so on. So, and the swimming pool, they'll all be handed back at that time. So that's pretty exciting when you think how quickly that work is going to happen. Have a great weekend, stay warm, and I will talk to you next week.